saved another turtle yesterday.
Okay, back it up, actually. Emily has been saving turtles out here like it's nobody's business. Was it the same one?
I don't, it was pretty similar in size. So where I live is, I'm not going to disclose that. But there's there's a body of water pretty close to where I live. And so I think what has been happening is the turtles are leaving that little lake and they're just like walking, and I don't know. Here's the thing. They might be suicidal and I might be like stopping what they really want, but I don't care because it's not about saving the turtles. It's about saving somebody from a flat tire.
Okay.
Fuck the turtles. They're not sea turtles. They're like gross, tiny.
Yeah, but like they still deserve a life too.
Well, they're trying to end theirs, so they're welcome.
You're like, they're actually suicidal.
Yeah. But yeah, yesterday was my second turtle that I grabbed in the middle of the road. So you're welcome, turtles.
That's okay. And the thing is, like, she's like bare-handing these bitches. Like to me, okay, so
I'm an Arkansas girl.
Honestly, she came up to my house, what was it, like 3 days ago?
Yeah.
2 days ago? I don't know. She's like, listen, I saved a turtle today. I said, with your bare hands? And she said, yeah, I had Germex in the car. I said, I'm going to go for it. And I was like, absolutely not. I would never pick those fucking little shits up with my hands. I don't care. Like, no. It's interesting because, like, I saved your life from a cockroach, right? And I'm like, bitch, yeah, I'll fucking pick that shit up. A turtle?
The thing about
That's where I'm gonna draw the line.
turtle versus a cockroach is, like, you're never going to have, like, 80,000 turtles in your house. So if there's a turtle in your house, you can easily get rid of it. You just pick that bitch up and you take it outside.
True.
A cockroach is a little different.
I mean, yeah, it's a little different, but like to me, that's like not as like insects freak you the fuck out.
Yeah, no,
but
I
like
can't.
Turtle, no, I would have never. But no, yeah. Emily is out here.
I videoed it yesterday though, just for proof.
I did see you video it. She's out here saving lives.
You're welcome.
Turtles' lives.
Yeah, one turtle at a time.
One turtle. I'm just saving one turtle at a time. I'm gonna say it. Have sex with a Scorpio.
I could glute bridge your dad. I'm naked. Hold on.
We will be flicking the beans to that.
But she's tatted and I take meth. Is somebody in your house right now?
But you know what? Fuck your ass.
Yeah, I had sex last night.
You can make your own money. You can literally have your own job of your dreams. You can own your own house. You can own your own car. You can pay all your fucking own bills. So what is that man? That man is sex and a best friend, and that's it.
I heard nothing but the truth.
Well, in a slight turn of events, we will not be talking about turtles this whole entire episode. We are actually going to be talking... So, let me back it up real quick. Let me back it up. So, this is supposed to be our monthly mayhem episode. And I'm going to be honest. Emily and I fucking hate doing them. So, but the reason we hate doing them is because the way we do our podcast now is, like, we can kind of integrate, like...
Talk about, like, pop culture all the time.
As we, like, are doing episodes. Yeah. And we have been. So, then it's really hard to then think or, like, get stuff and, like,
that we haven't already said.
Exactly. For the month. And, like, this past month was, like, what? The Met and like Kourtney Kardashian getting married. Other than that, what else has happened? Josh Richards and Nessa Barrett get back together. Like,
yeah, not much.
It's really not giving, to be honest. I think that like Dixie D'Amelio is like about to start her tour for
with Big Time Rush.
So she's like doing press right now, which is like a big thing for her.
She's been doing like every podcast that Barstool has. She's been on.
Yeah. So. Basically to say that's really all that happened. And
yeah, you're welcome. There's a monthly recap, monthly mayhem.
Well, thank you guys for listening to another episode 7.
But
no, really. So we are going to do weird celebrity facts because I was getting really into this yesterday for whatever reason. I don't know. I just started doing this and I was like,
yeah,
you know what? It might be kind of fun.
Yeah, because I mean, we hear a lot about celebrity drama and shit, but this is just kind of like stuff you've probably never heard of.
And it's like everyday things that like they deal with. It kind of makes like this A-list celebrity a little bit more human.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, a little bit more like, so like at one point you did know what working at like a retail store was like.
Right.
Or like, you know.
Yeah. You were actually a normal human being at one point.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But yeah, so let's just jump right into it because I found 2 pages worth of facts.
Let's get it.
First weird celebrity fact that I found was that in 1978, Tim Allen was arrested for the possession of 1.4 pounds of cocaine and was sentenced to 3 to 7 years in jail, but he was let out on parole after 2 years and 4 months. Which is
so in this time frame, had he already done, like, was he already an actor?
I don't think so, because in 1973 or is that what it was? 1978. Let's look up if he had any movies out yet.
How old was he?
Whoa, here's his mugshot. Scary.
He looks old as shit in that. How old was he? How old is Tim Allen? Is Tim Allen really fucking old?
We're about to find out.
I thought Tim Allen was like my parents' age.
Tim Allen was born in 1953.
Oh, so he's like my dad's age.
Yeah, so how old was he? Where's my phone? My phone's down my pants right now, so hold
53, 78, that's about 30.
He looked old as shit in that picture.
I know,
There's
that's
no
what I'm
way.
saying.
There's no way that was
30? Yeah, 30? No. No. That's like 23, 24. What the fuck is math?
He was 25.
25.
Damn,
we're almost 25 and we look good as fuck compared to him.
No, but he was 25 and he almost like literally ruined his whole life. Think about that, because like at 25 he had 1.4 pounds of cocaine. That's a decent amount of cocaine, bitch. Like,
I don't know much about coke and how much it weighs, but god damn it, that sounds
like
a lot.
I mean, isn't it like a powder? Or when you get it, it's not like, well, I guess you make it into a powder, you crush it up.
No. Cocaine, when you buy it, is already powdered. So it was probably like in a vacuum sealed, like a brick.
Yeah.
Brick that's like, it's already powdered. You just have to open it up.
Right, exactly. So like, that's a lot.
That's
all. Like,
so
I'm just saying,
much
like, in my brain, I'm like,
how much is like a when people are like, let me grab a bag. How much is that? Like a gram? And how many grams are in a pound?
Bitch, fuck if I know.
What's the big G thing that you learned?
The big G?
Yeah, you remember the big G? And it's like there's like 4 quarts in a gallon, and then in the Qs.
We didn't learn it that way. But no, I mean, like, that's a lot of fucking cocaine even for 1978, bitch. Like,
you know what though? Like I watch a lot of true crime stuff, and the fucking 70s were wild.
Mm-hmm.
People were doing just the most delinquent shit all of the time, and like especially like in LA and California, which I'm assuming is where he was living at the time. Like, drugs and partying were like we think drugs are accessible now. Then it's crazy. Like you would just walk into these people's houses and there would just be coke and drugs all over the place,
according to the movies. From what I've seen in movies.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I mean, that's like an honest depiction, and yeah.
No, yeah. Like, all the true crime shit that I've watched and, like, listened to and stuff, like, it's insane how much just sex, drugs, and alcohol.
That his first film was in 1988, and it was Tropical Snow.
Okay, wow. So this is before he was, like,
10
an
years.
actual...
It was 10 years before. So think about... That's crazy.
No, think about how much his life changed in 10 years.
Yes, because he was supposed to be in jail for 3 to 7 years.
That's insane.
So, like, if he wouldn't have got on parole, he would have never been the actor that he was. We would have never had, like, the Santa Claus movies and, like, Home Improvement and, like, all of that.
That's insane.
Like,
so...
Because to me, like, Tim Allen is, like, part of my childhood.
He's
like, I couldn't imagine
a father
him not,
figure in, like, the majority of the things that we watched.
But had he had to
kids.
do his whole sentence, we would have never probably even known who Tim Allen was.
Probably not.
Like, literally at all.
So, you can thank the American court system for that one.
I mean, they knew. They
saw the potential in him.
Right. Okay, so next fact. Bill Murray was arrested when he was 20 for trying to bring 10 pounds of marijuana on a plane. And we've already discussed that 10 pounds is like probably the size of a car. Because marijuana is not
How is he trying
heavy.
to do that? Well, I guess, so it's hard for us to think of a TSA pre 9/11 because
Facts.
like the way that we view airport security is like super strict, like super regulated. Like, I mean, don't even try to bring a fucking bottle of water.
I
but
don't even
before
know.
then, like,
I couldn't even tell you
there
what it was
wasn't
like.
liquid laws. You could smoke on airplanes. Like, my dad, he would like tell me, he was like, you don't understand. Like, there was a time when people would smoke cigarettes in an airplane. Like, isn't that crazy?
That.
No. Oh my God, that would be disgusting.
I can't fathom, because like we just didn't grow up that way.
No,
like,
and so, but like, I get it. Like, I do not get 10 pounds worth of marijuana, but I do understand how he probably thought he could do that.
Well, yeah.
Because there was no like X-ray machines that you walked through. You know what I mean?
Can you please repeat that?
X-rays?
That's not what you said. You said X-ray.
X-ray.
X-ray machines.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but also like, what the fuck are you doing with 10 pounds of weed?
Like, Who needs that?
I mean, I was 20 at one point, and I never needed 10 pounds of marijuana.
Do you think you've ever smoked 10 pounds of marijuana?
Well, no, I don't think
in your whole life.
I don't think I've even smoked 1 pound of marijuana in my whole life. I don't do weed.
I don't do the weed. I'm not a weed
doer.
I'm not a weed doer, but if I did do the weeds, it wouldn't be 10 pounds.
It wouldn't be 10 pounds. Dude, that is a ridiculous amount of weed.
That is a lot of weed. Okay. Getting off the drug topic.
Damn, and I was just getting excited.
I know. Vince Vaughn is missing a part of his thumb. And I'm going to show you a picture of his thumb, and
Vince Vaughn looks like a thumb.
Well, yes.
So it's only fitting that he's missing part of his thumb.
No, it is.
What do you mean missing part of his thumb?
Like,
was he born this way, or was it like an accident?
It's just part of his like hand.
Oh,
like if you like look closely, it's like not there. Like he was just born that way. Like a part of it just like didn't grow.
Oh, he's like missing a whole joint.
But like
see how ours is like 1, 2. It's like 2. He just has like 1.
Yes.
So he can't bend his thumb like this. How the fuck?
But so like here you can clearly see like missing a part there, but then there he has a normal thumb. So he has 1 normal thumb and then 1 thumb that's like
a nub.
A nub.
Interesting. Who is he? Isn't his ex the one who's dating Harry Styles now?
I do believe so, yes.
Which is, that whole situation's fucking weird. The age difference on that kind of creeps me out. Harry Styles, though, is notorious for like having older women date him. And he's had like 3 or 4 partners before he was actually legal. So like before he was 18, he had like fucking creepy ass like girlfriends who like, now looking back, I'm like, that's predatorial and disgusting. But like he's had multiple girlfriends who have been like significantly older than
Was it
him.
Olivia Wilde?
Yeah.
Okay, that's who I just saw came up. No, but yeah, I mean, but it kind of makes sense though, because I feel like he has that like charm, and even though he's like younger, I feel like he's very mature for his age. I feel like he has.
But
that
also,
just,
like I think he was being groomed super young. Like this sounds so fucked up, and this could be like conspiracy type shit. But like when One Direction was on like X Factor, like the host of the show and him were like dating, and he was like 15.
I didn't know that.
And she was like 28 or something.
I didn't know
like
that.
He's had like 3 quote girlfriends, which now I look back, I'm like, those were not girlfriends, like those were creepy women.
I feel like at some point like an age gap isn't as like whatever, but at 15 to 28, like that's disgusting.
No, an
that's,
age
like,
after
a whole different lifestyle is being
you
lived.
have to be like, to me, well, it's illegal if you're under 18.
Right.
But even for me, like, I feel like if you have teens in your age and somebody else doesn't, you don't need to be dating them. Like, that's fucking weird. Like 19 to a 23-year-old, imagine, like, you would have nothing in common.
So different. Like, that's honestly, it's interesting because, yeah, if you would be like a 24-year-old to like a 29-year-old, it's not as weird to me.
No.
Because, like, you're kind of in like a similar point in your life where,
like, you're out of
19
school.
to 23 is like,
crazy difference.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't even know. I feel like every year of my life there was just like so different.
I mean, we were even talking about this the other day because like we both have hinges right now that we don't use. We just kind of use them for entertainment. But like I have my age set on there. It's like 22 to 29 because even a 22-year-old, I will rarely like their profile because in my head I'm like, I have nothing in common with you. Because my brother's 22, and when we talk, I'm like, ooh, like there's still such a huge difference in maturity.
Yeah, and like
and life.
At 22, like what they're wanting out of like that like situation.
Yeah.
Not that like necessarily you're trying to date everybody meet on a dating app, which like if you do, great. But like that's not necessarily like what you're doing, but it's still like it's just still different, and the whole experience is gonna be different.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna treat you the way that you. At 24, you kind of want to be treated by a guy. Like, it's
different.
It's not the same. But yeah. Well, to move on.
Yeah.
Kanye West used to work at The Gap, which I never knew that.
Yeah. The only reason that I knew this is because I want to say it was 2021. I don't think it's 2022 yet. But Gap and Yeezy did a collab. For a couple of items. I think it was like a puffer jacket and a sweatshirt, I think were the 2 items. But that's the only reason that I knew that Kanye used to work at Gap, because that's why that collab like came to be.
I'm looking this up because I need to see what they look like. Honestly, I feel like
it's like a cropped sweatshirt and like a puffer jacket.
I feel like that is actually not it because they're just like two totally different brands.
Yeah.
And like, how much were they selling it for?
So it was like
this puffer jacket.
Yeah,
that's just hideous.
It's bad. But the sweatshirt wasn't terrible, but it's cropped. So like a lot of people were like disappointed by like the sizing because like a large fit like a small.
Yeezy Gap Balenciaga hoodie. That don't sound right.
That's not right.
Oh, I see it. I see this guy tried it on.
Yeah, like people were like, what the fuck is this? Because it was like
also, why does it look like it's like Hanes and you bought it at like TJ Maxx or like
because it's the Gap
store?
It's literally just the Gap quality with a Yeezy tag.
But that's dumb as shit. Like
I want to say they were like $140 or something.
I feel like
for a sweatshirt.
I feel like they could have done something way cooler than that because I feel like they could have done like kind of like how like the Gap logo is.
I was about to say like
Yeezy lettering or
Gap,
something
like the classic Gap tee like that we all had for like family photos.
Yeah, I feel
like that Gap hat would have been cool with like a Yeezy like emblem on the side.
Yeah, or it would be like the Gap like lettering and then it would like X Yeezy,
yeah,
like whatever, like something so simple, just like make it worth the $100 and whatever dollars. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I follow a couple of like fashion TikTokers. And when that collab came out, they bought it to review it. They were like, so you don't have to type shit. And they were like, everybody was relatively
According to this, they're reselling for $300.
I believe it. But I think it was retailed at like
but they were $200.
Oh, $200 for a sweatshirt?
The red one was $200. According to this. It could be wrong. But like this is like a quick Google search.
Yeah. No, yeah. So he worked at the Gap.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
How
like bring
old
it back.
Was he?
Bring it back to your
roots. He started
roots.
Producing when he was like what? 14 or some shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I just don't think that I ever like thought that he worked at did anything else except for like being in the music industry.
Right.
How old was Kanye? So like our producer today, it couldn't make it, so I have to do. I'm like the role.
Yeah.
of both.
Unfortunately, the producer's out for the day.
When he worked. Honestly, budget's tight over here. Couldn't pay her to come.
Can't pay anybody, actually.
When I was working at Gap at 15.
Okay, so yeah, he was young.
Yeah.
He was like a kid.
Could you even work at the Gap at 15? I guess back then probably could. Because like now you have to be, I don't think you'd be 15, could you?
Yeah, you can. You have to be 14 years old to work. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I started working at the pool at 14, but like to me that was just like I lived there already. So
yeah.
Picking up some trash wasn't it?
Right, and they probably didn't have very strict labor laws at the pool.
Right, exactly. So to me, like to work at Gap just sounds like
right,
you know,
like
whatever.
you probably didn't have a contract. You're probably just getting paid cash, like under the table.
Yeah,
yeah.
So other stars that had normal jobs. So when Madonna first moved to New York City, she worked for Dunkin' Donuts, but was quickly fired only a week into her job for messing with a jelly machine. I didn't even know that Dunkin' Donuts had a jelly machine
to like stuff the donuts.
Oh,
it's like
that
for
makes
jelly
sense.
donuts. So yeah, they're like it's like a big piping thing, and you like put the donut on it and like push a button, and it like fills it up.
Interesting.
But also, like, what are you doing with the jelly machine?
Yeah, like how did you mess with it?
What do you mean messing?
How did you mess with it? But I mean, like,
what are you doing there?
Honestly, though, but when she probably worked at Dunkin' Donuts, it was just like,
yeah.
I probably would have messed that shit up too.
Yeah. Also, like, have you seen her recently?
Not cute.
Bro. Also, what the fuck is she doing? She's like besties with like Julia Fox. She hangs out with like Demi Lovato. Like she hangs out like she's with all of these famous people. But I just random like you'll look in the background of like a video and you're like, what the fuck? Like is that Madonna? And she's like, yikes.
She's also not like
she looks bad. She looks like the plastic surgery like filler or filter on like Snapchat or TikTok or whatever. Like that's what her face looks like in real life.
Yeah,
she's not botched.
She's not it. She's. I mean, but like think about it, like over the years she's gotten so much shit done. It's it's coming
she's
to the
old.
surface.
She's like almost 70.
That's what I'm saying. It's coming to the surface. Like she didn't just get like maintenance Botox,
right?
You know, like she's gotten some shit
she's
done.
like lived through like so many eras of like
trends and shit,
drugs and shit like that.
Oh yeah, and like the things like that we're getting injected into our face today is not what she started with getting injected into her face. So I mean, it's a whole thing. But yeah, sticking with the celebrity careers here. Okay. So growing up, Eva Mendes wanted to be a nun, but she quickly changed her mind when she realized they didn't make any money. Which, facts.
I mean, going into nunning as a career, I don't think I would ever assume that they made. I didn't think nuns made money. I thought like you just live. Yeah. I thought you just literally live off of like stipends almost, like from the church, because you live there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Like you live.
I'm not Catholic, but I think nuns just live at a church.
My grandmother lives across the street from like a Catholic church that has like full CCD. Like, and when I was younger, like we used to go for walks, and it'd be the time that like the nuns would go for walks, and like of course when you're young, like
the approximate nun walking time.
Yeah, and like when you're younger too, like you're like, whoa, a nun. This is crazy. But yeah, like they like fully lived like at the church.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I've seen The Sound of Music.
It's like a little compound kind of that they like live in, and it's weird. And like my grandmother explained to us that like that's what they did, and I was like, yeah.
I mean, get it, but I don't understand.
Because at the time too, like my grandmother would be like, well, they aren't allowed to like have husbands because like they've devoted their life to like Christ and like the church and stuff.
Right.
And to me, I'm like, my like little brain, I'm like, you couldn't have a husband? Like that sucks. Like, what do you mean? Like, you live here, you just wear this black outfit all the time. Like, the fuck?
You're a little sweaty. My hyperhidrosis could never in full nun attire. I would
on a walk,
bro.
Oh, you would be dead.
I'd have to get like you know how like mascot uniforms have like built-in air conditioning and shit. I would have to have that for my nun uniform. Like the rosary around my neck would just be like a fan.
I am 2 coffees in today with like very little food, and I'm starting to get real shaky.
You're gonna have the shakes and the shits in a bit.
Don't worry about me though. Don't worry about me.
It's okay. I got coconut milk.
I know. I'm so excited.
Avoiding the shitting. I have that order memorized now. I used to have to like look on my phone to like double check, but I got it now.
Oh yeah, yours too. Now it's just like in my phone. I can just press reorder. But anyway, okay. So this is real fucked up. So when Lady Gaga went to NYU, a group of students started
which I didn't know. I didn't know I knew she was from New York, but I had no idea that she actually went to college. It's always cool to me when like celebrities go to college.
Yeah, because like, yes. And that's actually, I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, have you ever like seen like influencers? Because actually this girl was making fun of James Charles, and he was like, I'm so fucked up. I had 2 daiquiris by the pool or whatever. And then she was like, listen, like it's so interesting to me when like influencers talk about like drinking and being drunk and like wasted, when like I literally would consume a whole 5th by myself at a party and then go out. Like, and like
the pregame was basically a blackout fest, and then you go out and then you have an after party.
Yeah. So like she's like, you just like know that they never went to college because like 2 drinks fucks them up, when like in college, like literally I didn't stop like taking
my liver doesn't work properly anymore.
But yeah, so it's like the same thing. Like when you like say that they went to college or like did normal people
that's
shit,
definitely
you're like,
like our generation of celebrities didn't, because they got famous at such a young age. They didn't need to. But it's like the generation right before us, I feel like it was super normal for a lot of them to
because like they didn't pop off till they were older.
like they went to school for music. Yeah. Like they actually went and got educations, which is crazy.
The fucked up part about this is that a group of students started I'm gonna butcher her name so bad. A Stephanie Germanotta will never be famous Facebook group.
That's fucked.
Like real shit, closed group, like.
But honestly, like
I have the picture right here. Like it's fucked up.
The thing about that is it's like
literally a picture of her on it too.
Also, like, how much do you hate your life to start a hate account about somebody else?
Will never be famous. Like,
also, who is laughing now? Fucking cunt. Sorry, I use the C word, but I don't even care.
Yeah, because that bitch.
That's cunt behavior.
Because that bitch, it probably has like 6 children, hates her life, still lives in New York City, can't pay her bills, and is still paying off her NYU loans.
Right.
Meanwhile, Lady Gaga,
I mean, she's had like one of the most successful careers in what she's doing out of like a lot of people. Like she does acting, like amazing actor. Music, she has like her whole show with like Tony Bennett or whatever. Like she does so much.
Yeah, she
did like she had a makeup line at one point.
No, she literally has had like
so much success.
The epitome of success. Like if you want to look up to anybody, especially in that industry,
right?
It's Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
right. Like, and she's been through so much shit and like openly talks about it and is like really real and raw about her life, which I also like respect from her.
Yeah.
But like, oh my gosh, what was that?
It's like no wonder she has so much trauma and shit. It's like people like that when in school, when you already like hate yourself and have no confidence.
Exactly. Well, okay. Unpopular opinion. I didn't like A Star Is Born.
Oh my God. You know, actually that movie has been remade. That was the third reboot, I think.
Was it?
Her version was like the third movie. So there was a reboot before that and then another, like the OG one, I'm pretty sure. And the two prior are rated on Rotten Tomatoes as some of like the worst movies of all time. Just because like nobody liked it. Nobody fucked with the plot. Like nobody liked it. Like whatever. I fucking love that movie.
See, listen, I'm just not a movie person in general. And like we talk about this all the time. I'm not a movie person. Couldn't care less. But like, yeah, I mean,
did you see it no, you don't go to the movie theaters.
No, you dumbass. No, I did not go to the movie theaters to see this.
Dude, the experience in the theater
no,
that I don't get with that. I was crying for like 45 minutes after the movie was over.
No, you know what? I just think sitting in a room with people you don't know, it's a weird, awkward temperature, like lights down low. Who sat in this chair before me? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because their popcorn is still stuck in here. Kind of gross. Like it's just like sticky floor. The whole experience just isn't for me. Like weird
bury
smells.
me in a movie theater. I fucking love it.
I'll do that for you because I love you. I would do that for you. But like, don't do that to me.
Like, you know what? That sounds like when I'm rich and famous and have like a lot of friends. I want a movie theater rented out for my birthday, and like we all go and we like watch a movie. Again, that sounds so fun.
Again, I will do that for you.
Yeah.
I will hate every second of my life, but I would do it for you. I would do it for you. But like, I don't want that for my birthday. Just know I don't want that for my birthday.
Okay, note to self. Kellen wants her birthday at a movie theater with a lot of people.
You know what? Like the cringiest thing to me ever is like when people like on TLC when they like show like their proposals.
Oh, and the guy makes a movie for her.
That or like they're in like a theater and
that's
like,
what
end
I'm
up
saying.
Like, yeah, no, that's
and
not.
It's like the previews.
That is actually my worst nightmare. Like that would be, I would actually have to say no. I don't care what the ring looks like. I don't care who you are. I would have to say no. Because like if you did that to me, you know that you know nothing about me.
Yeah.
Like that would be some shit that you would be like, oh, let me help you plan this for her, and be like, I think she would love this. Like, I don't know about that. Be like, nah, she would love this.
No.
That would be awful.
I think there's a tasteful way to do it. It wouldn't be at like a public movie theater with people. It'd be like a private showing type shit. And it wouldn't be like those cringe videos where they're like remaking skits from like classic like the James Bond shit. And like, it wouldn't be like that. It would be basically like the whole relationship the guy had been taking videos type shit and just like made a compilation but cute
also,
video.
I feel like it'd be cute
and
like,
you showed it at a theater.
If they were already like a filmmaker or
no, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Do you know who Matt King is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Matt King has like this really cool like camera. It's like very vintage, like, and he like just takes like cute little videos like throughout like years and then puts them together and puts them on to YouTube. And like, he doesn't have like a full YouTube channel, but like once a year he posts like videos of like clips. Like that would be kind of cute. I wouldn't want that in a movie theater. Like I still wouldn't want that.
Yeah. I love
you would love it and I would love it for you.
Like can you imagine watching your proposal eating like fucking nachos and like bunch of crunch and like a Diet Coke and then you're like midway through and you're like,
this is about me.
Oh shit. Give me a second and you go wash my hands.
I couldn't actually think of anything worse. First of all, I can't even eat nachos. Number one, can't eat nachos.
You probably could eat movie theater nachos. I don't think there's real dairy.
No, probably
in
not. Probably not. But like number two, that just the whole thing. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. This is quite literally insane to me. So
quite literally insane, bro.
Yes. So Jonah Hill had to go to the hospital for bronchitis when filming Wolf of Wall Street because for 7 months he snorted vitamin D almost daily, pretending it was cocaine.
So can you Google if that's a normal like substitute that movies use? Like why vitamin D? Because in my head, it would keep you healthy, but nothing is meant to be ingested via like solids. Whereas like you can do like vapor up your nose and it's fine, but like a solid. Like what is he snorting, like emergency or some shit?
I mean, that shit would hurt.
Yeah.
That shit would hurt. All right, Reddit. The Reddit's got to have an answer. Well, that's not about cocaine, but this guy said that he had a buddy that worked on Trailer Park Boys and all the weed was real.
On Trailer Park Boy, I believe that shit. That show is hilarious. If you never watched Trailer Park Boys, watch it. They're drunk the whole time, like in high. I believe it. And it's Canadian, I believe. So weed's legal there.
Okay, so this person said, I've actually worked on pretty low budget movies, but for cocaine, pretty much anything white, powdery, or edible. I've seen everything from powdered sugar to baking soda.
Powdered sugar up the nose. Dude, that shit would get sticky and like clumped up.
For injections, no one will actually inject themselves with anything. And then marijuana, they'll use tobacco or actual marijuana.
Damn. Well, anyways, that sucks because I get bronchitis probably like once a year, twice a year. Every time I get sick, it's always some sort of either bronchitis or like a tonsillitis situation. Mm-hmm. So that literally means like because he was snorting it and it was going into his nasal cavity, that was getting into his lungs.
Yeah, no, like facts. Like he
and, like,
probably couldn't breathe.
I'm surprised he didn't get a pneumonia from that.
No, I mean, but maybe they caught it early enough. Yeah, like that would have what it turned into. But like that is insane to me. Like that's kind of
the dedication.
Yes.
I mean, at least he wasn't snorting real coke.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, yeah.
He's like,
yeah, I mean, like
the whole movie is like,
they didn't give him real coke, but I mean, like, I just can imagine actually snorting something. Like, I understand, like, you have to, like, make the sound effects, but, like, at that point when they made Wolf of Wall Street, like, they could have easily, like, supplemented in, like, a sniffing noise or something. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, like, 20 years ago making the movie where it's, like, they had to actually do it. Like,
honestly, it was probably more for the reaction afterwards. Like, this type of shit. Like, oh, my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like they do it and they're like, that burned. You know what I mean? Yeah. But also, that movie's fucking amazing. I love that movie.
I actually do like Wolf of Wall Street, and it's interesting because I really don't like movies.
But you're a Leo girl.
Yeah.
You know, I've never seen a Leonardo DiCaprio movie that I don't
didn't like. Yeah, you're right. And that is one thing.
Because you even said that you like Blood Diamond, which is to me one of the lowest on the tier of like his goated movies. But when you said that you've watched Blood Diamond, I'm like, oh, you're deep cuts Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, no, like I actually like,
because like a lot of people don't watch that or haven't seen that movie.
No, I think I own it. I own it.
Oh, wow.
Like on DVD
copy.
Yes. Yeah, but I don't know if it's here. I think it's at my parents' house, but I definitely, I know I own it.
Yeah.
Because that's how I watched it.
Him doing a South African accent in that movie is quite attractive.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Literally, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ryan Reynolds, probably two of my like favorite actors.
Same.
And then like, honestly, Heath Ledger died too young. Because he would have been, I think, like one of my top 5 as well.
Definitely.
All right, well, this to me is quite literally the grossest, creepiest fact I've ever seen. Okay? Not ever, but like it's kind of out there. Yeah. It's kind of gross. So Stephen Baldwin, which is Hailey Bieber's dad.
Right. Alec Baldwin's brother.
Yes. Has a Hannah Montana tattoo. And Miley Cyrus, when she was 15, told Stephen that he could be a guest star on the show if he got a tattoo. And he got the tattoo, but he never had the chance to be a guest star.
So, can you remind me what Stephen Baldwin does? Is he a producer or like what does he do? He's in that space somehow, but I don't know what he does.
He's an American actor, producer, and director.
Okay, I don't think he's ever been successful on the acting side, but I knew he was like a producer / director. Pull up his IMDb.
I quite literally never heard of any of these movies.
Yeah, he definitely didn't get the acting gene.
He was in Fled in 1996. He was in the Flintstones 2000 version.
Oh, I used to fuck with that movie, actually.
The Usual Suspects in 1995.
That's one of the best movies of all time.
Threesome of 1994. The Young Riders.
Okay, so he was a 90s actor and then transferred to producer / director later in life.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I mean, that's just fucking weird. Was Miley and Hailey, were they friends at the time or something? Like, why was he going to be on the show? You know what I mean?
I quite literally don't know that answer.
Because like Disney, like Hailey Bieber never did anything.
Not at that time, no.
Right?
Not at that time, no. Now obviously she's like a model and shit like that.
Right, but she was never an actor or anything. No,
I don't think so.
I thought that, I'm pretty sure she's only ever done like modeling.
But also at the same time, like being grown up in that space at that same age, I'm sure that they like knew each other. And like also she's always been friends with like Justin Bieber, right? And Justin was friends with Miley. So like it kind of like, like I feel like that whole group just like
knows each other.
Yeah, like I feel like
yeah, no, that's fucking weird. Can you imagine?
Was she in any movies?
Can you imagine? That'd be like if your dad.
You know what movie she was in? The Biebers. She was also in Ocean's 8. Drop the Mic.
I did know she was in Ocean's 8.
And 2 more Justin Bieber movies.
What do you mean Justin Bieber?
They're
movies?
like documentaries of him.
I was like, Justin Bieber's movies?
Yeah.
You mean Never Say Never?
Never say never.
That was a good one. I like that movie.
I mean, I honestly, I'm a Justin Bieber stan, and I don't care.
I am too. I think he is problematic in his own ways, but overall, I like him. I like the guy.
Yeah. So back onto the topic of drugs.
My favorite.
Cameron Diaz and Snoop Dogg went to high school together, which is
where did they go to high school?
Now you're asking me questions I didn't. I just looked up the fact.
I just showed up today. This is great.
Yeah.
I didn't prep shit.
I got really into this.
I'm glad because you showed up. You said, "Hey, do you have anything to talk about today?" I said, "Nope." You got it.
They went to Long Beach Polytechnic High School in California.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck that means. But yeah, they went to high school together, and she claims that he used to sell her weed.
Which, I mean, it's not that I don't think that's true, but I also think, like, maybe just don't tell people that. Like, that's a little weird to tell people that.
Yes.
Hey, my drug dealer, yeah, he was Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't think anyone's surprised.
Nobody's
surprised. It's not, like, incriminating him because, like, he's very open about the fact that...
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like...
I mean, he was, like, he was part of, like... Not to say, like, if you sell drugs, you're in a gang. But, like, he was, like, a West Coast rapper. Like, he was in that scene.
Yeah.
With, like... I mean, he's a fucking Crip. You know what I mean? So, like... Yeah, like, I mean, it's not shocking to me. But also, like... I feel like Cameron Diaz was just trying to be, like, cool.
But
like,
exactly. But also think about the fact that, like, that's the lifestyle he grew up being in.
Right.
Like, a gang and, like, that just, like, hardcore life.
And then this little white girl, Cameron Diaz, was like, "Do you sell weed?"
To me, it's like Bring It On, All or Nothing. Like,
I know.
Like when she goes to a different high school, like that's what that reminds me. Like her family like needed to move. And,
like Cameron Diaz is what's her face when she like starts crumping. She's like, "Oh, you don't think I know how to crump?"
That's literally what it reminds me of. Like that's exactly how that situation would have happened. Like that's what I think
like,
of.
Go
in my
white
head.
girl, go.
Okay. So Lorde has an Instagram account called Onion Rings Worldwide, where she rates onion rings she eats around the world. And I quite literally love this. I looked it up. The Instagram has no profile picture.
Yeah, it started as a Finsta. Like
it's literally no profile picture. Her her bio is every onion ring I encounter, I rate.
Yeah. And what's crazy is, so, like, I've seen a few clips from her concerts, like, about this, where fans have asked, before it was known that it was her, fans were, like, speculating that it was her, and then at one of the concerts, somebody just asked, and she's like, yes, that's me, okay? Like, it's me. Like, which kind of sucks, because, like, she definitely made it just for, like, herself, and now that people know it's her, she's probably like, ugh.
Well, she hasn't posted. She posted it like very randomly.
Yeah.
Like it's not like an all the time thing.
No.
Her first post was in 2017 and she rated them a 2 out of 5.
Damn. Where was it at?
Go Wings Bar and Grill at the QT Hotel, Sydney. They were breaded red onion rings.
Red onion rings. That's interesting.
Well, it's a red onion.
I know, but I'm saying like a red onion's not the typical onion you use for an onion ring.
Well, she described it as bit of a heavy, dry mouth feel. 2 out of 5.
Yikes. So QT in Australia, get your shit together.
No, but it has 124K followers. And she's following 0 people.
Yeah.
Like, I quite literally love this. Like,
yeah.
This is what, like, Instagram's made for. To have, like, a celebrity like Lorde being, like, doing this, top tier. Top tier.
Honestly, the best clip ever of Lorde is, like, a few years ago that when she was singing. Mm-hmm. And she like shushes the audience because she's like trying to sing. That is hilarious. And now because that like blew up on TikTok, she like pokes fun at herself for doing that. She's like, I was like in a different time then. Like I like didn't appreciate you guys singing with me. And like if you're an artist, you kind of get it. Like you just want to be able to just like sing and not have to hear the audience or whatever. And now she makes a joke about it, but at the time that clip was so fucking funny because she was like, she would start singing and then people in the audience was singing and she was like, shh, I know I'm not my mother's child, and it was like so awkward. Amazing.
Okay, because I have a lot of other facts too, but since this is running a little bit long, we're going to skip to some other ones. Okay, so this one I find quite literally insane. And this is like different level of money than like I could fathom, is that Kim Kardashian literally hates cardboard. So she'll like leave the room and have someone like pay somebody to take the cardboard off of her Starbucks cup so that she can drink the Starbucks.
Okay, so we were kind of talking about this before and how ridiculous that is, but just now it got me thinking, like, what does she do with like PR or like Amazon boxes or like all of this shit that's made out of cardboard? Like, what does she do? Because her products are sold in cardboard.
But I'm wondering if it's like, is it the feeling of it? Is it the look of it? Like, what doesn't she like about it? You know, because like it never was described on here like that. It just says she hates cardboard. Like, and it's, she said the sound of it is what cringes her out. So like,
but what does she do with like her? I mean, I've bought numerous products of hers. They have all been in some sort of cardboard.
Well, she's not boxing that bitch up.
No, but like opening her own, like you would think if she hates it so much, she wouldn't sell her own like perfume in a cardboard box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I guess.
Well, I mean, what is she going to do? That's what you sell your products in when it's that perfume. You know what I'm saying?
Spend more money and put it in a nice container.
I don't know. But I think that's quite literally insane.
Now that's ridiculous. That's one of those things where it's like, get the fuck over it.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Like, get the fuck over it.
And for our last fun fact about celebrities, this is also like one of those things where it's like, I could not imagine having this much money that like I would need to do this ever.
Yeah.
But like insuring body parts of yourself.
Yeah.
So Rihanna has both of her legs insured for allegedly $1 million.
A piece?
It just says both insured
for
okay. Allegedly $1 million. So it could be a piece, it could be together. I don't know.
So, and that's interesting because people, I would understand if that would like hinder your career, but somebody like Rihanna, who's like a artist, you could technically still do your job without legs.
Right, but also if you think about it, she's like also a sex symbol, right? So like,
yeah,
modeling, like stuff like that, like that still is a part of her, like,
yeah.
And I think that she's also known like when you think of Rihanna, like she got fire ass legs,
right? But I mean, I think of all her body parts, that is an interesting one to insure,
right? Because like I mean, I feel like her face, her vocal cords, her
right,
like
your
hand,
legs,
her hand, because that's what she uses like for her microphone,
and her hand is iconic, has her tattoos all over it,
right?
But like her legs, it's kind of random. That's like me, like I want to insure my right eye. That shit doesn't work. Like, there is no need to insure that part of my body.
Well, the left one you probably should have high insurance on.
I should.
But, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, another person. Julia Roberts has insured her smile for a staggering $30 million.
Which makes sense because Julia Roberts is...
I mean, she has a beautiful smile.
Yes, and also, like, her smile and her, like, facial mannerisms are very recognizable in the movies that she's in, and in like the roles that she plays are very necessary. So I get that.
Yeah.
Because at first when we were talking about this, I was like, what does that even fucking mean? And then when we got into like, okay, if you got in a car wreck and you got your face fucked up, like, and your smile doesn't look the same as it did before, I get it. That makes sense.
Right.
Because your career wouldn't be the same.
Oh, no. She like, literally wouldn't have a career if something happened to her face. Like,
right.
Not to be rude, but like, it's just a fact because that's what she's known for. That's how she has the jobs she does. Like, all of that. I mean, it's like Dolly Parton has her breasts insured for $600,000.
Which is crazy.
Those motherfuckers are fake.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, how can you have a body part insured that's not yours to begin with?
Right. Literally. Like, but at the same time, like, you pay good money for that. Why would you, like, that's almost like insuring your TV or insuring your phone. Like,
yeah. But you would think that would already have some sort of insurance on it.
Paying for the boobs that she does?
I would
assume.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, okay, if something gets fucked up, I can go back to my plastic surgeon and they'll fix it for free because, like, of something that they did. But I guess if it's not something that they did, that's why she has them insured.
I mean, again, I think it's just, like, the fact that she's known for her boobs.
Yeah.
So it's, like...
At this point, bitch is old. Like,
at this point, take those bitches out.
Yeah,
like
that's
be
gotta
comfy.
It's gotta be bad for your health.
Be comfy. Because, like, the fuck? Like, there's no way you lay down at night and you're comfy. I mean, at this point, it might be, like, normal. But, like, imagine if she got her tits removed. The life that she would live.
A free woman. She would feel free.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like I have no boobs. I have a handful.
Yeah.
And that is enough for me. I couldn't imagine having the tits that she does.
A handful.
I have a handful.
Yeah, I got a nice handful.
I have a handful consecutively, like with both. Both my titties together be one of your titties. Like, let's be real. Like, I have a handful together. And like, this bitch has bigger than the size of my head.
Basketball boobs.
Even bigger.
Yeah.
Like watermelons. Those are jugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also can't be good on the back. Cannot be good on the back.
No way.
But,
no way.
Yeah, very different episode.
Yeah.
But
we still got the celebrity tea.
No, it was fun though because like I didn't know a lot of that stuff about people, like the celebrities, because like all of that stuff I felt like made A-list celebrities of their stature like normal.
Yeah, besides the insuring body parts thing.
Well, that was a little out there.
Yeah,
that was a little out there. But like other than that, I feel like it's like,
yeah.
Oh shit, like you had a normal job before. You like even Kim Kardashian not liking cardboard, very weird. But like there's stuff that I don't like.
Right. Like she
you don't
has,
like oranges.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make sense by the normal person. But
no.
like,
but if I could pay somebody to remove oranges from the vicinity of me, I would do it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So it's like, I don't know, like kind of having an A-list celebrity kind of come down to earth a little bit.
Yeah.
Like having a short thumb.
Yeah.
Like that.
You know, you can have body deformities and you can still be famous.
Exactly. You could sell or try to get 10 pounds of marijuana onto a plane and still have a career.
I mean, I think Kodak Black did the same thing. He just went to prison for a bit.
Right.
Look at him now.
And look at him now. So
he's still Kodak Black.
The world is your oyster. Don't let anything get you down because
Yeah.
you could still become an A-list celebrity.
You could. Anybody can. At this point, there's
Anybody
no rules or no reason for why people
Honestly,
get
yeah.
famous.
Download TikTok.
Yeah.
There you go. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to another episode of Society 97. I'm Kellen. You can find me at KellenReggae on Instagram.
And I'm Emily. You can find me on Instagram at Starnsy. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram as well. We're at Society97.pod on Instagram. We are also on TikTok at Society97pod on TikTok.
And yes, we have a YouTube channel where every single Tuesday we post whatever videos we honestly feel like posting.
Yep.
And then every single Friday is the video version of the podcast. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on post notifications there. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Okay, bye.